Looks like it's recording now. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm new to this recording crap, so humor me for a few on it, however long it is. But today I'm playing a Rush server. It's a 1000X by Wolfpack. It's a pretty good server. You can join it anytime you want. I play it mainly because I work a 9-to-5 job, and I do not feel like playing a regular vanilla server. Anyhow, you won't find much video tutorials or whatever you want to call them for most of the stuff here. First thing I want to bring out is with the 1000X and stuff like that, you're going to have a lot more in your products, I guess you can say. But a lot of videos, if you want to try to look up automated smelting or kicks in and automatically, you won't find them for modded servers very often. Well, I couldn't find them. So for this section here, this is a automated system for high quality metal fragments, and sulfur. The sulfur up top. Yeah, sulfur up top. And then middle is going to be metal fragments, and at the bottom is going to be the HQM. Have a couple barrels with hoppers in them just in case something does go wrong. But I made it automated. Let's see here. Let's make it where it dwindles down fairly quickly so you can kind of somewhat see what I'm talking about by automated. So it's got 6,000 left in it. In a minute you're going to see it kick on and then turn back off. Just give it a few minutes on that, and it should be one of those timers there. Yep, there it goes. So now it's going to kick on for a few amount of seconds, and I got that timer switch there. You can see it's going, and it cuts off. And now it is feeding into the storage barrels. Dang it, I'm hungry again. Go figure. 1 second. Sorry about that. Now, so while I got that set up here on this specific timer is, see here, of course you're going to have your power in from whatever your source is going to be. I got this on a test gen because this server allows test gens. You're going to want to power out to however many power it is going to be supplying. In this case, 3 furnaces. Furnaces are, I think, 3. 1 second. I believe they're 3. Yep, 3. 3 power per furnace, so I got 12. Got a little bit extra just because you don't know, you might need it. So I made it 12. So I did get it 12, okay. And that's going to feed the timer, which is feeding into here. And you're going to feed the electrical branches, which is going into individually one of those, and these are powered out by 3. And once the timer starts, it's going to feed power into these for however many seconds. This, I have 10 seconds to feed into it. I found that to be perfect for this server. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how does that kick on? So now, this toggle switch makes it where this timer will kick on automatically. And it's going to run up into where I'm having my metal fed into. If you want to learn more about the industrial conveyors, this here, I will just hit me up and I'll try to get you going on that. Anyways, back to that. These, can't really see it here. One second, let me see if I can find it right here. So with your industrial conveyors, you have multiple inputs, outputs, whatever you want to call them. So on that one specifically, I have it where filter fell. Filter fell is basically saying, hey, it's got no more coming through there. We're going to signal to something. In that case, it is the toggle on. So again, it's going to be feeding metal into my barrels or storage or whatever you want to have. And as soon as it's done feeding that metal, it's going to signal to toggle this back on to feed these furnaces. As you can see, it's already fed in. It's just going to make it where they get turned on. They're going to be turned on for a few minutes, I think I got that one, 10 seconds? Yeah, turn them on for 10 seconds. And then it's going to repeat and repeat because it makes it a little bit easier doing that way. And again, that's being fed out into that. And that's how those work. It's pretty much the same with any other ones you want. My HQM and sulfur is the same exact way as these. Again, get your power in from your source. The power out is going to your electrical branches to wherever you're going to have your furnaces, not stoves, freaking stoves. And then again, your toggle is going to be coming off the conveyor when it's done feeding. Again, I'm sorry if I'm not making much sense in this. I never really did much recordings, never did much of anything along those lines, so just humor me. Now, the one I kind of done here, again, I've not found no videos to break down none of this. Flashlight. So I'll do 1 second here. So with the furnaces, it's almost the same setup, but with the timers, but a little bit more complex, I guess you could say. This right here somewhat explains it a little bit. We have the ignition, which is going to run up to the igniters to turn on the system here. The stoves, furnaces, call them. Take some of these out to replace it. Do a flank right at the top. Anyhow, I'm going to break this where we have almost every single stuff taken out. So in a second, you're going to see the process. It's going to feed some wood into this box, and I'll explain it in a second. You'll just see how it works in a minute. I'll stand at an angle so you can kind of somewhat see. Just give it a minute. Later on, I'll probably make this down. There we go. It kicks it on, turns the switches off. And now it's feeding everything here. And it only just gives so much wood, it shuts off automatically, so don't spit none of it out. Just, makes it a little bit easier. I will activate the switches individually to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we have here, same thing almost with the other switches that are over there. Here, you have your power source. It's going to come in from wherever, in this case, test gen. And the power is going to go out to the electrical conveyor, which is this one here. This one feeds wood into the system. And it took me a while to get this one sorted out because for some reason I was wanting it to stop feeding wood into the system, but due to the fact that this is not on, it's not going to detect the, oh, where's it at? The filter pass, which is making it where you know that the system knows that there's something going through. And the filter pass, as soon as it detects, in this case, I made it where the igniters will kick on as soon as it detects a piece of wood, whatever you want to call it, coming in. So again, filter pass will kick on the igniters. So then igniters kick on for a second to ignite the system. And of course, you've seen that it did not kick on. Maybe we can see a little bit better because it had no wood in it. So, show how to do that. This is where the wood comes in. The wood is going to come in from your storage, wherever it may be. It's going to feed into that. And I have it where it's going to feed itself into this box. And when it feeds itself into this little box, not a lot's going to come into it. It's going to get sucked in through this. This is the one that's always staying on because this is what tells the igniters to come on. Again, I'm sorry if I'm not making much sense on this. I'm new to all this crap. So again, let's. How much sulfur? That's good. I'll just do it manually. So again, it's going to come on. The igniter's going to kick on as soon as that detects those charcoal. That's going to turn off to make it where no more wood comes into the system. As you can see, no more wood's coming in, but it's coming out to the system here. I apologize for the background noise. It's a bit loud if you can hear it. Let's see. Let's get this positive into my stuff. And again, this is a 1000x server, so everything multiplies by 1000. That makes sense. It's probably a given, but hey. So we got 11. That's give or take 15 seconds. That's done. So again, I'll explain it again as it goes through. So once that's done feeding all the charcoal into the boxes, it's going to get more wood into the system. That should go off in a minute, in theory. Seems to walk over there, I guarantee you. There's a walk away. That's making the reason why I have the off feed, because I don't want to put any more wood into the box. And it does the perfect amount. I'm doing this so it makes it easier to see exactly. I'll break it down more in a minute. Okay, let's go over here real quick before this goes on again. So again, first thing that's going to come on is the feed. Oh, you kidding me? theory, I think the first one's going to come on as a feed. Wait a second. Hey, there's a freaking fire. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'll get there. I'll get it started in a minute. Okay. That should be this last one here, so we're just gonna make it work. Nice, 7,000 remains. Let's go back to this. Let's watch it. Middle one should come on first. See the there the wood. And as soon as it detects a charcoal, it turns it off so it doesn't feed anymore to the system. And it will repeat that forever until you turn it off manually, take the power off, or whatever. And again, it's probably 15 minutes of rambling, but hey, if you want me to break it down more, I'll probably go to my custom server I do have made up just for myself for testing and so forth. I'll just go to it and try to break it down more. But yeah. It's an automated system for you. Charcoal and resources. If you watch this, appreciate it. And don't be afraid to come join the server. Anyways, have a good one. Thank you.